Hello everyone, American Sports 365. Here's me once again as my colleague Alex. So, got some more Miami Heat news to talk about. It's been kind of slow as far as Heat news goes, but still a few things to discuss. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, first of all, the Heat promoted Andy Elisburg to Executive Vice President, Basketball Operations / General Manager. Elisburg has been with the Heat for a long time, since the franchise inception back in 1988, in fact. And for the past 10 years, he was the Senior Vice President, Basketball Operations / General Manager. Obviously, those two titles sound pretty similar, but it's definitely a notable thing to discuss as far as a slight change in the Heat's front office. So what are your thoughts on Elisburg's promotion in the Heat front office?
Well, as soon as I heard about that, my initial response was that Pat Riley's, sort of transitioning to retirement, so Elisburg is being promoted. So he's on the path to taking over as president of basketball operations once Pat Riley retires.
Yeah, I think that could be part of it. Obviously, Riley has had a long and very successful basketball career. Won championships with multiple different franchises. Obviously, been part of three championships with the Heat. That's the first one as the head coach back in 2006. And yeah, obviously, he's in his 70s at this point, and he's probably at least considering retirement at this point. Although he said he doesn't want to step down from the Heat front office until he win another championship. But it could be a little bit of a shift in the responsibilities, and like you said, I think it could also be part of sort of a succession plan for Elisburg to be in position to be the next president of the Heat. I think Elisburg certainly earned his promotion. He's done great work for the Heat, like I said, since the franchise's inception, really. So I think it's a sensible move and definitely well-deserved promotion. It's definitely an interesting shift in the Heat front office. So hasn't been too much news as far as the Damian Lillard trade saga goes, but the most recent development is that I've heard that the Heat are looking to try to retain Tyler Hero. And if they do acquire Damian Lillard, I have my doubts as to whether or not that could actually happen, but apparently the Heat are trying to hold on to Hero anyway, even though the expectation is that he would be traded away as part of Damian Lillard trade. So what are your thoughts on the Heat trying to keep Tyler Hero and trade for Damian Lillard?
Well, I'd certainly like to see us keep Tyler Hero. However, I don't really see how we could. It would be hard enough for us to put together enough assets for Dame if we included Tyler Hero, so I can't really see how we could put together a trade that doesn't include Tyler Hero.
Yeah, obviously the Heat don't have a ton of assets, especially as far as first-round picks go. I think they probably only be able to send like 2 in Damian Lillard trade, so they have to, send out a bunch of good players in order to make that trade happen. Of course, as previously you mentioned, Triplers aren't really too interested in Tyler Hero, so he would probably be going to the third team. And as we discussed, the Nets or the Spurs are the two most likely third teams in a Damian Lillard trade. I think it's unlikely that the Heat will be able to keep Tyler Hero and trade for Damian Lillard at the same time. I would like to see that happen for sure. I think Hero is going to be really, really good moving forward. I think if somehow he does stay, he'll be a huge part of the Heat's future. But yeah, I don't really see it happening. To be honest, I don't think that he will be able to get that trade done and entice a third team to help them get that trade done without sending out Tyler Hero. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't really see it happening. Though I understand why the Heat would want to do that. So there you have it. That's it for Heat news for now. The Heat promoted Andy Elisburg and also are looking to try to trade for Damian Lillard without giving Tyler Hero. I think that would be rather difficult, but we'll see what happens, and hopefully he can really make some progress on the Damian Lillard front soon, because it's been nearly a month at this point. It's be good to see that trade actually move forward.
Yep.